Okay, so I actually was reading on the Yu-Gi-Oh website the other week that starting in 2022, or at least starting with Battle of Chaos, which is the next main series Yu-Gi-Oh set, packs are going up from $3.99 per pack to $4.19 per pack. And at first I was like, that's weird. And I've been thinking about it a little bit. And so I wanted to make a video about it because I know like there were news channels and stuff that sort of covered it. Yeah, let's break this down a little bit. So Yu-Gi-Oh packs have always cost $3.99 since the game's inception, if I'm correct. And to this day, they still cost $3.99 per pack. That's, one pack, 9 cards. Some spin-off sets, of course, have different pricing structures, but even most of those tend to be $3.99. I have to say, as somebody with a bit of a business background, I'm very shocked they've been able to maintain this price for like 20 years, basically. Inflation has affected everything else around, Yu-Gi-Oh and trading card games and stuff. So I'm not surprised, or I'm more surprised that this didn't happen sooner, I guess is what I'm saying. And also, I think that outside of just inflation, this is likely due to a lot of the situation around shortages and COVID-19. So I know that there's like a paper shortage. I know that packaging and processing and stuff has been a little bit strained for many companies that work with trading card games and even trading card game accessories, or so I've heard. So I'm certainly not shocked to hear about the price change. What I really, I guess, is what's more worth talking about is like, what does this mean? So normally a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards is $4. Now it's $4.20. That means that the price of cards basically increased by what, about 5%? And I'm wondering if that means that, I guess it definitely would have to mean that boxes MSRPs will also increase. A box would normally be $96. Now it's going to be, I suppose, right at around 100 or so, a little more. I wonder if that's going to affect, pull rates or something like that. Like, is Konami going to even give a justification for it, or are they just kind of like subtly increasing prices and like we just kind of have to deal with it? As for pull rates, I think that if they're going to increase the prices of packs, it'd be nice to see a slight increase in pull rates, particularly around certain spin-off sets. I know I've complained a bit about this in the past. You guys have heard. I don't like certain spin-off sets that are like really stingy with the ultras and like supers when they already aren't great sets, and sometimes they're like reprint sets. That can be a little bit weird. And we've also talked about how in the past they've like changing the rarity distributions of sets, like having 10 secrets instead of 8 secrets in a set, or like 14 ultras instead of 10 ultras in main series sets, has made it harder to pull any individual given card, and actually has slightly risen the price of any one maybe ultra or like secret in a set ever so slightly. It's subtle, it's not a huge thing, but it does exist, and it's something you can kind of observe with certain sets like Eternity Code, Rise of the Duelist, stuff like that from last year. Now obviously the Megatens will always eventually come out and like reprint things, and it mostly evens out in the end, but it is a thing. And then like now that they've also gotten rid of special editions, which again, I love special editions, I wish they'd come back. Those were really great kind of middle of the road value for players. With those gone, it's already caused like more problems with people being able to get cards, and now like packs basically go off the shelf after a certain period of time, and you just can't get them anymore. That happened quickly with Rise of the Duelist, and then Phantom Rage, like Blazing Vortex. Once the packs are gone, if you didn't get them, you just kind of didn't get them, and then you can't really get the cards until a reprint gets announced. So with packs being $4.19 and boxes then slightly being higher, I suspect that the prices of single cards will likely follow, and that might be something to be a little bit concerned about. I say be concerned, it's not like you can really do anything. Konami's going to increase the price whether you like it or not. But it's just something that does like worry me, and I hope that maybe they can sort of use this as an excuse to make certain pull rates a little tad bit easier. I think that would be really cool. Now also, I wonder how this might affect the casual consumer. So for those of us who, live and breathe Yu-Gi-Oh! And we can get really sweaty about these card prices and stuff, we're one group of people. There's another group of people that are basically just like parents, right? Who are perhaps buying their kid 1 or 2 packs at the store, like Walmart, Target, whatever, when they're about to check out. sort of like in marketing and advertising theory, there's this idea that like going from, there's a reason things are priced at like 99 as the end of them, right? If you are buying like a new game console, say like a PS5, you want to get one and it's like $399. $399 for a lot of people mentally looks more attractive or manageable than $400. It's virtually the same thing, but mentally it just feels less. When you jump up that digit, you feel like, 400 is like a lot. $399 feels more acceptable. I'm not saying it's like a rational thing, but that is how a lot of consumers think. And that's why, in retail, the 99 cents or, whatever 99 thing, that's how that got so popular. It's easy to kind of upsell people with it. It's easy to it makes a product more attractive. Also, I think when a product is like $419, it's not like they're increasing it to $499, they're increasing it to $419, which is just a kind of an awkward price to list on a shelf. I think when people think of trading cards, they think of $399. They don't really think of like $419, so that's a little strange. Like I'm wondering if little Jimmy's mom was gonna buy him like 2 packs because they're $399 a pop. Once they're $419 a pop, it goes from sounding like, oh, that's like $6 or $7 to like, oh, that's 8 something. And I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid and my mom was buying packs and stuff, like we didn't have loads of money. So getting a little quick thing like at the checkout was nice, and that would happen sometimes, but like there's a significant difference between something looking like it's $8 or 8 and some change versus like 6 or 7. It's like a mental thing. And so that's something that I worry a little bit about for the more casual buyers or kids who might just be getting this stuff from like parents, if that might affect their ability to buy cards. Now, I should say this is also could just be me fear mongering, right? Like, of course, inflation exists, COVID exists, prices go up, it'll all be fine. Paul, shut up, you're just like exaggerating all of this. That could be true, whatever. But I think it's something that's just worth like kind of keeping an eye on and maybe I just want to observe and just sort of see what happens with this. I wonder if, like, it's not like Konami like really would release sales numbers for these things, but I certainly would like to ask people and maybe see if I can notice any trends happening around this increased card price. And I'm also curious if it's going to extend to other things. So like right now it seems like it's just for packs, but like will this also will structure decks suddenly become $10.49 instead of $9.99? That could be kind of gross. Will, like the 10s next year be like $21.99 or something? They're already scalped enough on their own, so God knows we don't need any more of it. Who knows, right? All right, anyways, that's gonna be it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. What do you think about the card price or the pack price increase? Do you think it's going to affect the price of singles? Do you think it's going to affect the popularity of the game? Do you think I am just rambling and tangenting on so I can get another video out? All 3 things might be true. All right. Anyways, that's it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Pass turn.